I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the Pick and Roll Podcast, episode number 33. I am here with my guys, Nicky, Steez, NextShift Randy, Blaze Radio, and Rios from Judge Fans Podcast. How's everyone doing today?
Fantastic. I've been enjoying my day trolling Mariners and Rangers fans. Enjoying my ability.
I saw that. That is great. I saw the L.
I'm happy being air conditioning after being outside for the past 4 hours in 90-degree weather. So I'm here ready to talk some hoops.
Yeah. Amen to that.
Yeah. How's your gardening, Blaze? I missed it.
Stuff's dying. It's like watching grass grow, like the title of today's show. So it's just chill. Not too much growing, but it's fun to try.
Randy and Nicky, how are you guys doing?
Good. Thank you.
Yep, there we go. Nicky, you good? All right. Yeah, you're going. Yep. So what is up, AK? What is up, man? Thank you for stopping by. What is up, Daniel? We got a lot of people in the chat here.
Prayers up for your recovery. Hope all is well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go Lakers. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. But let's get it started off with our own team. So the Sixers, Raptors, and the Rockets. So what's the one word you have to describe the offseason for your team? And whoever wants to go, take it. I'll go last.
I'll go first. Hopeful.
Awful?
Hopeful.
Okay.
After watching Summer League, man, it's going to be interesting to see some of these death battles in training camp.
Right. Yeah. My Summer League team is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Blaze, what about you for the Sixers?
I've heard all the ones that all the other guys said, so I was trying to think of something different because they're all pretty fitting. But I say uneventful. I was expecting more. Big move. Talked about the Dame stuff and the Harden stuff and everything, and just little moves here and there. And I heard someone say it kind of sounds like that Morey and the team are ready to pretty much stick with what they had last year, minus or plus a couple little things. And I don't know. I guess, I mean, when you go that far, you can't argue with that. But at the same time, I think the door was open for them to really bring in another big name, and they just didn't do it.
Yeah. I'm going to talk more into that. Randy, what about you for your Raptors?
Bittersweet. In the sense that I'm excited about the young talent that we've brought in, but with all the rumors about Pascal leaving, even though he stated publicly that he wants to remain a Raptor until basically he's done playing, he loves it here. But it seems like for some odd reason, the head office doesn't want to come out right and just say, like, listen, we're going to keep this guy as a Raptor. It's been really rare for us to keep an all-star, let alone an all-NBA type player that wants to stay and be a Raptor. So for me, it's just bittersweet.
Yep. Feel better, coach. Feel better, man. I'll text you later.
We're with you.
Yeah. Nicky, how about you for the Sixers? I can't wait to hear this. What?
Frustrating because, okay, we had potential to do some things right here. We had potential to pull off a trade to get Tobias out of there. Now, to make it clear for everyone who hasn't heard yet, my thing with Tobias is he's not a terrible player, but he's got a terrible contract. He's basically a role player getting paid star money, which he shouldn't be. It's not team's best interest. We haven't pulled that off yet. And we weren't able to sign Fred VanVleet. We lost him to the Rockets. And what
How about with Dylan Brooks?
What did we really do that was so spectacular here? I mean, we re-signed Paul Reed. That's nice. But now we got 4 centers on the roster. We got Embiid, Reed, Bamba, and Harrell.
And Philippe Petrusev. We're going to have 5.
That's like, have fun shuffling the minutes with that one.
Yeah.
And for Daryl Morey to think that, okay, all he needs is upgrading coaching. Granted, I'll bet you Nick Nurse is an upgrade over Doc Rivers, but you saw Nick Nurse in Toronto didn't have the greatest bench. So it's going to take more than just that to turn around. You do need some pieces. I mean, granted, Sixers have a better overall roster than the Raptors at the moment, but you still need some bench pieces, too, to actually get to that next level, or you're going to be stuck in the same position. I think this is showing that Daryl Morey, now you're kind of starting to see why Daryl Morey could never get over the hump in Houston.
Yep.
Even then he had some fails. Remember 2014, lost Chandler Parsons, lost out on Carmelo and Bosch free agency as one example of his flops in Houston. So I just think it's disappointing we're seeing Daryl Morey was just a product of the talent he got lucky to get.
Shipping out Chris Paul and for Russell Westbrook, I'm like, bro.
It's weird. There's connections to both Randy and Rios' team to the Sixers, Morey and Nurse.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it ties it all together.
Yeah,
it all comes full circle.
Yeah.
So for me,
for
for the Sixers, it's actually predictable. And what I mean by that is that I knew Sig Miller was going to leave. I knew Jersey Liang was going to leave. I knew Jalen McDaniels was going to leave. I mean, I really wanted McDaniels here because of Nick Nurse, but so that's why it's predictable. And another one is Steez, because we were just talking about the James Harden thing. Like, is he trading? Is he going? Is he staying? Like, they can't stick to one thing, which is just like it's frustrating and Steez. So,
did you see them matching the Paul Reed thing? A lot of people were like, "Oh, he's gone." As soon as Jazz got that, and a lot of people lost hope that he wasn't going to get matched. And he did. It kind of surprised me.
Well, for the Paul Reed thing, it's kind of like, I think it was like a fan thing. Like, okay, we see you frustrated. We're just going to sign him. Like, okay, get off our back. We got him. So if he does bad, he's going to put it on us. That's what I feel like for that. So it's just like, he was actually signed. He signed that Saturday morning. And they didn't announce it to Sunday night at 10:30.
Make you wait.
Yeah, that's Maury's one word. Patience.
I still think all these teams throws out false information too here and there to keep people guessing. If I owned an NBA team, I sure as hell would be. At this point, knowing how social media is, knowing how everything is, don't mind if if the wrong information gets out. You don't want everyone to know your game plan.
Right, we're signing the Monstars.
Yeah.
God, I love them. I love them.
Keep the people guessing and keep the other teams guessing, so they don't know what you're looking to do too, man. It's a business in the end of it, regardless.
Yeah.
I was going to say at the end of the day, but it's only like 5:00.
Right. So, how do you guys feel about this mid-season tournament? How do you guys
I want
feel
answers. I want to know why we're even having it. Who asked for it?
I'm going to tell you why. Money, and they get a big trophy.
Yeah, but what's the
It's a bunch
trophy
of
get
extra
you? Like
cash for
first
people who
pick
already got
overall
plenty in
next
the
year or
bank
something?
account.
I don't know. I actually want to hear Randy's opinion on the midseason tournament.
They want to have March Madness in the middle of the season. What they want to do?
Basically.
Yeah.
They want to try to get tournament
So,
hype.
Randy, what do you got to say
Sorry, Randy,
about
I
the
didn't mean to interrupt.
midseason tournament?
Yeah, no, basically the same thing that the gentleman, I don't know who it was, but the guy who I listened to them announce it to Malika Andrews, and
Yeah.
they said that the reason why they're doing it is because it's kind of the slow part of the NBA season, the meek point of the season where really nobody really gives a lot. They're kind of worried about either getting close to Christmas or they're dealing with like Thanksgiving or some other stuff going on in their lives, and they want to draw
Right.
more eyes and more people
We're
to
paying
the
attention to
NBA.
football.
Exactly.
Plus
And all
football.
That's a
the
good
other
point.
sports that are out around as well. So they said they wanted to quote unquote spice things up. And like they said, when it came to the play-in tournament, everything is fluid. What might happen this year may not look the same coming next year. Like they said, there's just what they're trying to do is they're trying to branch out. And they also said too, it gives an opportunity for players that may never ever see a chance at potentially going for a Lombardi to get a Lombardi, and this way they can fight for another type of championship, and that is the in-season tournament type thing. So there's ways to look at it. I'll give my opinion once I see it. Once I see it and how it plays out, then I'll know more. But right now, it's interesting. It'll definitely bring eyes, I feel, though.
Yeah. So, Rios, how do you feel about it?
Not a fan of it. It's very akin to me. Like I watch a lot of European soccer, and they also have like in-season tournaments. But a lot of the players they don't like it. It's basically you don't get any time off. Like, and like for basketball, like are these games gonna count towards like the regular season? Is it separate on top of the regular season? Like it's
Yeah,
a lot of
that.
details are still missing.
It's in the regular season. They act as regular wins and losses, but during the tournament, which is Fridays and I think Tuesdays, though, that's when those days will matter the most, because I guess they looked at it and seen that the numbers on Fridays and Tuesdays for basketball games aren't entirely that great, so they want to try to bring in more eyes for those time slots. So like Rio said, they do it in soccer and many people don't like it. Like I've even read about it as well, that many people say, what's the point? And the point is they get $500,000 to the winning team. I don't know if that's individual players, because I'm still trying to figure things out, or if you get, that's just the one team and you divvy it up as is. But as for like the schedule itself, it goes along with the regular schedule of the NBA season. It's just an in-season tournament that counts for this trophy.
Yeah. So, Nicky, how about you? How do you feel about it?
I think this is just a terrible idea. It's really confusing, and like I said, you're giving the reward is cash for a bunch of players who already got money. So how much are they really playing for? Like I could see if this was something where the team in the winning conference got home court, like that. Like say if a team in the West wins a tournament, the Western Conference team gets home court advantage in the finals. That actually gives them something to play for.
And that's why I said that's where it's fluid. That's where maybe next year that will be probably a thing that'll work out. Maybe they'll see that like there should be an incentive when you're playing this tournament for something at the end of the road, so to speak, other than just the cash factor. So like I said, that's why it's going to be fluid. What it might be this year won't potentially be the same next year, like the play-in.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think they're just desperate to try to do something, but I don't think it's the best solution, because what like real good rivalries do you have that's interesting from like a player or team standpoint? Like you would think LeBron versus Stephen Curry would be a good individual competitive rivalry. You think Giannis and Embiid would have a little bit of a good competitive rivalry, but it doesn't come across that way. So the NBA knows they don't have a lot to really keep them interested till like the All-Star break as they get closer to the playoffs. So they're just desperately trying to do something, but it's not the best reasonable solution. Because this tournament thing's just really confusing, and it just makes me less interested in it.
So for me, it's the injury factor for me. Like, look at Embiid. Look at all these players that are known for injuries. Obviously, I don't want that. This just puts more wear and tear on the bodies. And for me, I'm just like, oh, great. So what about the playoffs? That means something now?
But didn't you just say it's part of the regular season, so it's not any extra games, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like they're playing more games. But don't get me wrong, I don't totally hate it. I'm up for something different. I'm a tournament junkie. It's just like you guys said, it's confusing. Make it make sense. Don't make it so complicated. I mean, I saw that graph with all the
I was like,
and who they
the group.
what in the hell?
The
I gotta
group
take a test,
basically-
a quiz to figure this out.
It's a giant bracket for a participation trophy at the end of the day. Like, who
Pretty
cares
much.
about the in-scene tournament? Like,
basically.
I
And like I
try
said-
to do something creative. And this.
And like I said, what they were trying to get at is like for teams that like for like the next like handful of years that we may not see get into like the NBA playoffs, let alone go to the NBA finals. And sorry, Arku, but like the OKC Thunder, sorry, Rios, but like the Houston Rockets, like the Charlotte Hornets, like
But isn't
teams
that
like
why
that
they have the play-in tournament? I don't mean to interrupt you, but isn't that why they already have this play-in tournament?
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
So why we add another one?
Yeah.
it's just water. It's just watering down the
Randy?
competition, really.
Wait and see.
I'm
with you.
I'm not a fan of the play. It just waters down the competition.
Yes.
Because you got extra teams coming, and like it's
earn it.
And then I've seen players clap back and be like, the Players Association should then ask that the NBA expand the roster a little bit so that we have more players, so that maybe during these so-called play-in tournaments, you play your younger guys and give the older guys a little bit of time off and let them get some more exposure and let them get some more NBA time. But then, like I said, everything's so fluid that like what might be this year may not be the same next year. So who knows what's going to happen? But like we all said, and like we're all agreeing, we're all confused. We don't know what the hell's going on.
Here's another thing too. I think Coach said this last week or whatever. It was about the WNBA. They have it too. They have
do
to
it
make
too.
too.
Yeah.
But they get points added to their standings, which makes sense. Like
I don't know about making certain games worth more than others, though. You know, that's even more confusing.
Yeah.
These 7 games are worth more than the rest of the season.
and these 50 games or whatever the record was.
I get it, trying to make it. I get the whole idea, but it's just that's too much.
Yeah,
it just seems weird.
Wait
and see.
And then how they like have it all broke up too, and like like each team has got like their own different. Like I'm not in the Philly bracket, but I'm It's like
it's a group stage basically of it.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And can you imagine the rookies who are getting drafted? Now they got to play a tournament. Like, look at Wembanyama, who just got shut down for the summer league. You got Scooter Henderson. You got Amen Thompson, who got shut down due to injury. He got injured in the summer league.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, like health, it's not good. The thing I'm confused about is that in-season tournament games are on a Tuesday and a Friday.
Yeah.
Well, other days have. See, I'm confused about that too.
So like Tuesday you got a tournament game, then Thursday it's a non-tournament game, and then Friday's a tournament game, and then the weekend you're playing a non-tournament game.
Well, they're trying to make like European soccer. That's how it is with European soccer. Like you can play on Saturdays and Sundays, and like the big tournaments are either on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And if you're like in a smaller tournament, it'll be like on a Thursday. It's like looks like that's the form they're trying to go with.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
which again, the players over there they hate it because that's just so tough. Because them it's regular games and then tournament games are separate, so it's a lot of wear and tear.
Not to mention all the practice on top of it too, Rio, as well. Like you're doing stuff to your body outside of playing basketball as well. So yeah.
So
I have a feeling they're going to add games with these little in-season tournaments. It's not going to stay regular season. I can guarantee you that.
Nah.
Well, if you designate X amount of games as a tournament game, what if 2 people tie with the most wins in the tournament? You got to have an extra game, right? For a tiebreaker or playoffs for the tournament or I got a million questions, but I'm just going to wait and see, I guess.
I mean, it's not like
basketball,
a wrestling it's not like a wrestling tournament where they just give Orange Cassidy everything.
Yeah, it's not like a bracket.
Well, you know this much. Kawhi's going to be load management Tuesday, Fridays.
Right. Some teams maybe like screw this tournament.
We got
Kawhi, LeBron, AD. They're all going to take the whole month of December off.
It'll be interesting to see how teams approach it.
It's just ridiculous at the end of the day. Like it makes no sense.
Chad, the ball hugging story is pretty weird.
Yeah, crazy games. I cannot wait for the upsets, though. I'm gonna be honest. I cannot wait for the upset, close games. That's what I'm looking forward to the most out of these things, the upsets. Because if you win, you win. If you lose, you go home like Orange Cassidy. So I had to do that.
He's not lost in months, though, Mitch. You know that.
I know. Make me feel better.
Okay.
Make me believe it.
Here,
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen one of those days.
you can have a brownie later, Mitch.
Yay! all right. So
See Chad's comment there about Bob Huggins. That's a pretty interesting story. He's begging for his job back. He's threatening to sue. He got in trouble and they let him go, but he never resigned. He wasn't technically. They didn't give him a reason to let him go. So he doesn't have a job now, but he wants to go back, and the people want him back. So he's like fighting legally to try to get his job back. It's a pretty crazy story.
no, the NFL does not need a
Oh,
tournament.
geez, Dave.
Oh, no.
Damien, you never cease to say something stupid, no matter whose stream you're on, bro. I love
I
you.
know,
You
right?
say the dumbest shit, brother. He
And
knows
what,
it.
is
He
he gonna
knows
say
it.
that the Chicago
That is-
Bears?
He knows he says dumb shit. It's not.
That is
I've
the
been telling him for
absolute-
years.
Last sport that needs an extra game.
And then
Well, then
just
we might
had
as well
week
make it a
18.
20-game season, and then like,
We
no.
just added a game in the NFL.
Talk about
not too
wear
long
and tear on the body.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Spurs victor in the summer league game Sunday. Why the hell is he trying to shoot threes when he's 7 feet? That's his game, man.
Everybody shoots threes. nowadays.
Everybody shoots threes. That's his game.
You kind of have to be able to shoot threes.
So
I hate to
let's
say it now, Chad. If you can't shoot a 3 in the NBA, you're almost not really,
Yeah.
you know.
There's
actually-
no height
Ben
restriction.
Simmons- Ben
There's no spot
Simmons-
for you.
Ben
Yeah,
Simmons
there we go,
is
Rio.
Even
Thank you. No
Embiid
spot.
can shoot
There's
a
no
three
spot
every
for
once
you.
in a while. He looks.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he should be out there ever.
Yeah. So let's actually talk about Victor Wembanyama real quick. This actually
Ooh.
bugging me. I know you're gonna like this one. No.
If he's on any team but the Spurs, you wouldn't boo him.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I mean
You're not going to talk about the stupid Britney Spears thing, are you? That's not
No.
news, in my opinion.
No,
that's
Thank
not
you.
please.
I'm sorry I brought it
A
up.
whole video on that.
I know, I'm
sorry I
brought it up.
I just love the
I
memes.
saw
When he
that.
got dunked on it, like,
and I
Yeah.
talked
baby
about
hit
it
one time in the
yesterday.
background. I die laughing.
Yeah, for me,
She
I'm
hit
just-
herself.
Yeah, for me, it's just like people are DMing me that he's a bust already.
No, that's stupid.
Oh
That's just
my
people
God.
don't know what they're talking about.
That's way too
Everyone
early.
wants to make a story out of everything,
wow.
just like
Compliment.
wrestling fans make a story out of everything. That's not a story. He's
Yeah,
not
he
a
had
bust
one-
after 2 matches, 2 games.
He had one bad game. That was it. And then he
Yeah.
turned it around and had a 27-point game the next. So he's
Yeah,
a kid. He still needs time. I don't want him to be successful just because him cheering when he didn't get when the Rockets got the 4th pick. Nah, that's on site when it comes to Houston.
Now Damian wants the 3-year-old XFL to do a tournament with the 90-year-old NFL. That makes a lot of sense, Damian. Ding ding.
Yeah.
Stupid remark number 2. Thank you, Damian. We'll see how many
If
you get up to
anything,
today.
The XFL would probably come and play the CFL
on the
because
road.
Wayne Johnson played for the Calgary tried out for the Calgary Stampeders and has some kind of relationship with the CFL. So with the CFL and XFL, maybe, but not the NFL.
Yeah.
No,
You guys
no.
remember the CBA? Remember the Continental Basketball Association? It was
Yeah.
like the G League back in the day. There was actually a Pittsburgh team for a while, the Piranhas.
Oh
I
wow!
heard of
Wow.
that. Yeah,
2 years, Pittsburgh Piranhas.
Piranhas.
CBA was, I mean, it's where the G League is now, I
see,
guess.
that's a better name than the
Interesting.
Commanders.
Yes, Piranhas is great, man. I loved it. I actually did a marketing thing for them when I was in college.
Oh wow, Blaze, you got a box of select football cards?
No, Chad did.
Oh shit. My
Ooh.
God. Man, I'm
He got
tired. I've had a
Justin.
long day.
He can send it to me if he wants to. I mean, I'll take any.
I'll take it.
any
I
donation.
wouldn't be opposed.
I mean, wait.
Don't get me
Hold
started
on,
on
wait,
cards.
did you get a Grady Dick card?
Yeah, he showed them to me. He's got 2.
Yeah, I said I got Dick. Here's your Dick.
I got 2 of them.
Speaking of
I
Dick,
want them.
I pulled up a list of the top free agents right now, and number 1 is in this list, at least on Bleacher Report, is Christian Wood.
Yeah. I want Christian Wood on my team. I want him.
Speaking of penile comments,
Who doesn't want Wood?
you got Dick. Come on, Wood.
I need
Listen,
Randy.
we already got a Schroeder and we already got a Dick. We can't have too much wood.
You need some Johnsons.
No,
There's a few Johnsons out there. I'm sure you can get a Johnson.
Yeah, but for
We can bring
Christian
back a
Wood,
Johnson.
why it makes sense for the Sixers is that he played here before. One, he developed his game so much better, and he'll be a better fit behind Tobias Harris or Paul Reed, whoever they want to go at the 4. I know we already got too many bigs, but I feel like he'll be a good.
What are they
4.
going to give for him? Or just pick him up? They could just pick him up and just add him, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with him, I think he's willing to accept the bench role because when he was in Houston, he thought he was going to be
Contract.
the man. He thought he was going to be the man. And like, nah, you're not the guy. So I just sent him off to Dallas. And again, he thought the same thing. Like, oh, bro, that's Lucas team. You're not him. But if he accepts a backup role, I think he can extend his career because there's a reason no one's picking him up right now or offering more than the minimum.
There's got to be something.
Exactly.
Like, has he been injured or something?
13.7 he makes. 13.7 million.
It's the mentality. Doesn't play defense. He's not really a team player. And again, for a while, I thought he was going to be the guy. Like, bro,
Maybe
He's
Not
listed
a good
as
defender either.
Mitchie's listed as a center. Do we need another center? He's 6
He's
up.
more of a- I see him more as a 4. I see him
know.
more as a 4, not a 5. But who cares?
But technically, yeah. Let's just have 8 centers and then 2 guards and a forward.
Right. Have
The
fun
Rockers
shuffling the
on the-
minutes.
I know, right?
There you go. The backwards on the roster. Yep.
Hey,
This is like
Monstar.
Nathan Kidd didn't play him at times. I mean,
Yep.
it's fair. He's not the best defender. So, hey, Blaze, who's next on that list? If you feel
I just looked up on it. It was Christian
Kelly
Wood was
Oubre.
first, PJ Washington,
Ooh, okay.
and then Oubre. So I'd flip flop either one. They're both good
I think
players.
Washington is going to stay in Charlotte. That's the kind of feeling. I think he's staying.
Yeah,
Sixers
PJ
and
and,
Oubre,
and
Washington.
Hamadou Diallo is another one, as well as Darius Baisley and Ayo, your boy Ayo.
Hey, yo!
There's actually some rumblings that the Raptors are kind of looking into him right now, but they're seeing how Jeff Doughton does during summer league.
Ayo.
Hey, yeah. Isn't that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wait. Mitch, I have 3.
You got 3 dicks. Nice, Dad.
Wow.
Ladies love that.
Yeah. You know who a lot of Sixers fans want? And that is Kelly Oubre. A lot of them want Kelly Oubre. We don't have wings. We need someone who can score. And yes, he can bring more ladies to the crowd. So there's
Hungry. Now I'm hungry for wings. Thanks a lot. Damien, strike 3. There it is.
what?
Another dumb comment. Yeah,
Oh my God! I thought your football takes were bad.
Oh my god.
Bro.
yeah. He is Mr. Bad Take, you know.
Yeah, I know that, but
Damien's dumb takes.
I like Kelly
DD
Oubre.
DDT.
I'm at a loss for words. Like, bro, what?
Yeah.
What
Our
kind
we're
of
not
take was
talking
that?
about first team all pros. We're talking about pieces to the puzzle. So
We're
these are
talking
like
about a bench here.
like TJ Warren's on the list too, Jalen Noel and
I
Terrence
want
Ross.
Bubble Warren. I want Bubble TJ Warren. I don't want.
I
the
love
regular
Terrence
Warren.
Ross, ex-Raptor.
Terrence
Hell yeah.
Ross. That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a good one. I
He's-
like.
yeah,
Terrence
that's
Ross.
it's just a top 10 list.
Won the dunk comp.
Yes, anyone that could throw down like that, I'm down.
You know what? Hold on one second. I'm trying to. Let me pull this up on the stream here. God, I
Wow.
hate sharing the screen here.
What about the rule changes that I sent you?
I was gonna pull that up
Is
actually.
that the one? Okay.
but
Read my mind. Now, if they can make this work,
I'm
in-game
a fan of the
penalties
rule
for
changes.
flops resulting in
LeBron.
technical free throw. Now, is
Yeah.
it just a judgment call by the ref then? I mean, I'm okay with that. They have to make judgment calls already with charges and stuff.
yeah. I
Terrence
mean, how do you
Davis.
guys feel about this?
I love it. I hate the flops.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
about time.
It's ruined the game. Man. Like,
Good.
it's almost hard to watch sometimes. Like,
Yep.
all you
Very frustrating
ball.
as a big hoop fan. All that
Flop
garbage
like-
they do.
flop like a fish out of water. Especially like
Oh
a
my
guy like
God.
One thing,
Time.
Adam Silver's been really
275,
good.
man.
In my opinion, Adam Silver's been really good at kind of addressing some of these ideas with the rules and making necessary adjustments over the years. He's not, I mean, it's not going to be perfect, especially right off the bat. I mean, we want flopping to go. No one loves it, especially us fans. It looks like garbage,
Exactly.
especially with someone like LeBron doing it and saying you never flop. You know, it's like we got video evidence that it's garbage, but it's
It's
gonna
an
be a
hour
fine line
montage of
sometimes.
it.
I mean, they're going to be they already hate referees. Referee is the most unforgiving job on the planet. You never get praise for being a referee. This is going to give them a little more ammo to go after the refs for. What do you mean I didn't flop?
You
We already got
who's
people
gonna-
throwing their hands in the air.
You
50
know who's
times a
gonna
game.
hate this? Blaze, your favorite player,
James Harden. Well, maybe he'll stop freaking flopping. Maybe
Right.
I mean,
Right.
let's let him know. And after 3 of them in a game, he should get kicked out, or 2
There you
maybe
go.
even. I mean, it says a technical, so technically, if you got 2 of them, you would be out, right?
Yeah.
So if you flop twice and it's egregious, you're out. I'm down with it. Just hopefully the refs can enforce it. It's
I like the 2 new gameplays. Well, there you go. But for how long has flopping been around? Like forever?
I don't know.
No.
A lot
It started with Vlade Divac with the Lakers back in the mid '90s. He was the one that brought it to the NBA.
Yeah.
Him, Manu Ginobili, and then it just got worse and worse.
Turn of the century, it started getting worse. Yeah, into the 2000s, people started realizing if you can get away with it, we're going to do it. If I can shoot a 3 with 2 seconds left and flail and I get 3 free throws because he nicked my finger or someone made to touch my shirt, they're going to try it. I don't blame them because that's the rule. Until they change the rule, they're going to do the freaking Euro step, triple back step, and all that crazy carry garbage too. I love John Morant. He carries like 30% of the time. It's crazy.
Yeah. So actually,
not allowed under the ball.
I just found something that I don't know if you'll like, but he's a well-known Sixers content creator. His name is Hunter Brody, and he says the Sixers should run it back with Harden.
All right, Mitch, let me play devil's advocate. You know how much I hate Harden. I'm not totally against it. I'm not totally against it because did he really get a good chance? Plus, I've preached this on all these podcasts. New management, new scheme. Maybe Nurse can bring something out of Harden or find that niche where he needs to be, not just go willy-nilly, do what you want and play like garbage. Or was he going to come back because we didn't trade him and gain 30 pounds and play like shit like he did in where? Houston? Did he do that down there?
Yeah.
He's known for doing that.
Rios, how was that?
What if he comes out and says, hey, I asked for a trade twice in this offseason and you didn't do it. I'll just play like shit again. That's what I'm afraid of. That's why I don't like him. He's a great basketball player when he follows the rules. I get hype about it, man, because I want to see the Sixers do well. They're so close, and he's holding us back.
I actually want to hear this.
I'm convinced I want to bring James Harden back, and I want him to stay. I know he did opt into the contract, so he is technically here. But I want to run this damn thing back with him and Joel Embiid, with the difference being, can you tap into Tyrese Maxey differently and the addition of Nick Nurse? I want to know if that's enough of a difference. Game 6, couple minutes to go. How pathetic was it? Too damn pathetic, if we're being honest. But is it different if Nick Nurse actually applies something to the game instead of Doc Rivers just watching James Harden not get the basketball to your best player, Joel Embiid? I don't want to make this team worse by grabbing a bunch of nice pieces. I don't want to go to the Clippers and land Powell. I'm not saying it's a sexy sell. Quite frankly, I don't think it is. I don't know if the fan base is going to be on full board. Can Nick Nurse be your selling point? In a league where it's player heavy, in a league where it's all about your superstars, can you sell a fan base? Our biggest addition is Nick Nurse, a head coach. I could put my head down at night and sleep on my pillow knowing that if this does fail, I gave it every single second it deserved.
What do you have to say to that?
I want to know how you don't use the dark version of Twitter. How do you look at that white Twitter?
Right? I'm like, my eyes.
Because I'm
just busting balls. Hey, I was waiting for him to say at the end of the day. He just seemed like one of those guys, but he got great points. I'm not disagreeing. I just said it right before he said Nick Nurse. That's our big get for the offseason. That's what they're trying to say. Now let's see if he can make Harden work with Embiid and bring out Maxey.
I mean, can Harden win with 5 centers?
Can Harden not throw the ball away and shoot garbage shots and just give it to Maxey and Embiid a lot more? I would love for him to try to be a little bit more like a true point guard, just a little.
He led the league in assists.
He can do it. He did it in Houston when he started. He did more of a legit point guard type thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, when you get older, you change your game. That should be more accommodating to someone like him instead of throwing up bricks and looking for fouls and throwing your leg out and taking 18 steps.
Dribbling the air out of the ball.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we don't need 97 dribbles every time when you have Embiid. And Maxey, please, let's get him out of his shell this year.
Tween.
Oh, I'm going to be live streaming the Sixers game tomorrow. There we go. You're going to be hearing a lot about it.
Damian going for a grand slam.
What
He sees nothing wrong with the flop. Yes, another stupid. I don't even need to read the rest. Damian, what are you smoking, dude?
Oh my god.
What are you
Are you
smoking?
trolling?
No.
Yes, he says dumb shit, and I'd rather think that it's on purpose. If he's being honest,
It's not.
I've sewed it up 2 or 3 years ago. I've known Damian for like 5 years.
So have I.
Every
So
channel
am I.
he's on, he pops in and says dumb shit, and he's probably laughing his ass off right now because we're giving him attention. Fuck off, Damian.
It's just funny. It's funny to me, man.
I can't
So-
not bust Damian's balls, if any. So
So, Randy, let's go to your team about Dennis Schroeder. So it looks like from what you sent me, he looks like that he wants to build up the younger guys, right?
Schroeder.
I don't. What did I send you? I don't remember saying. I sent you something.
The one thing about Dennis Schroeder?
Oh, I shared that in the group chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrotum.
That's-
You got
that's what
scrotum.
I'm
You got wood. You got dick. And now you got
Yeah.
scrotum.
Apparently, when Darko, when Fred VanVleet decided to leave and go to Houston, Darko and the Raptors reached out to him because he played with Darko and he was a part of OKC. And he said, "I like what you brought to the table then. I liked how you've evolved since. The young guys alongside you could really bring something to the back court or to the front court. Would you be willing and interested to come to Toronto?" And he said, "Yeah, absolutely. I just got to talk to OG because him and OG have had some beef in the past. And there was that one game where OG grabbed him by the side and picked him up and like lightly threw him down as light as you can possibly do that. They got into some beef and they no one swung, but it was pretty close. So they met up, shook hands, they laughed about it. They said it was pretty funny. They can't wait to ball it up on the court. But either way, I'm excited to have a veteran point guard like him with his athleticism and just the minds that he's been able to pick. I mean, shit, he just played with LeBron and all those boys over there. So maybe he can bring something of anything to this squad would be nice. So I'm excited.
I mean, he did make a mistake with that contract.
Oof. Talk about fumbling the bag.
How much was that contract?
That's on him.
I think it was like 84 million, I believe, and he turned it down. And look at him now. Like, there's going to be a business class taught on how not to fumble the bag like Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah.
I got something to say, but I'm not going to say it.
Say it. You can't say that on a podcast and then not say it.
Okay, he needs a Jew.
Yes. I kind of thought you were going to go somewhere towards that. With that.
There you go. Like,
You always normally justify it by reminding everyone you're also Jewish. But
All right.
Hey, it makes sense.
we still love you, Mitch Kowalski.
Oh, it's Cool Cat's birthday today.
Yeah, happy birthday, Cool Cat.
Happy birthday, 32.
Where's he at? Do you have that? Roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right. It's right here.
He's working on his birthday, right?
This is Cool Cat Connor. I'm supposed to be working, but I'm here instead. Let's go. It's Jalen freaking Hurts.
My favorite part. It's Jalen freaking Hurts.
Santa misses halftime. She's the one who made that.
Because when Cool Cat says it, it's the opposite of that. It's total energy. But then it's Jalen freaking Hurts, like a robot.
Jalen freaking Hurts.
Whenever he hears that, he's like, put some oomph into it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. The AI, anti Cool Cat AI. Happy birthday, my man.
Yeah.
He's like, put a little bass in my voice.
Happy
I sound like Siri.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I already shared that. So, yeah. So I wonder what is going to happen with Dame. What's going to happen with Dame Lillard? Is he
Nothing. Now I think it's not until they prove me wrong. Nothing. He's staying there. They may get a piece. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Not going.
I mean, the manager or the owner came out and said, "Oh, we'll wait a couple months. No rush."
Yeah, the Ben Simmons.
As they should.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday to Shea. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Happy birthday. But
Because we've seen it so many times. The guys trying to force their way out. Harden.
KD.
Who's the other guy? KD.
Kyrie.
Ben Simmons.
Kyrie.
Well, Ben Simmons, thank God. We definitely won that trade.
Like the list goes on. Now these guys trying to force the way in. I think the owners have had enough of it. They're like, no, we're gonna stand firm. You know, you're gonna go where we send you, not where you want to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and they're not going to just want pennies on the dollar back too. They're not just going to want a couple bench players and then a bunch of back end first round draft picks in 2030, 2040. No, they're going to want guys
about 2050.
It's a prime game. They're going to want a prime player in return, or at least high end draft capital. And right now, what they're getting is like, do you really think Hero for Dame is a good trade? It's like, no, of course not.
Yeah.
So it looks like Marley wants to talk about Monty Williams over in Detroit. I like that move.
Shout out to my man Marley Good.
I like that
is a good move.
I mean,
It's a young team. They need guidance, and it's good.
Yep.
There's a good coach to guide them.
Him, Cade as your point guard coming off a bad injury. I'm telling you, the Pistons are making all the right moves. I love it. I wanted Monty Williams over Nick Nurse. I did, but we didn't get him. So how do you guys feel about Monty Williams over in Detroit? Whoever wants to
I like it. It's he's you got a young team, and he's kind of like Eman, like the guy, he's no nonsense. You got to work hard, you got to play defense, and he's the same type of guy. Like he's gonna instill some discipline with those young kids. I think it's gonna be real good for them having that structure and that guy at the helm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like with the fact that you Jaden Ivey and Killian Hayes and like Mitch said with sorry, what's his name, Mitch there? Cunningham, and then you got they got
the other Thompson twin.
They got Jalen Duren, they got Asar Thompson, they got James Wiseman, like Monte Morris, like Rodney Magruder. They got some like younger and older guys that like this team could mess around. Like I'll keep it real. When they played the Raptors this year, they played us tough, and that was with Dwayne Casey. Now with another very good defensive-minded coach that's kind of caught up with time and understands what basketball is. And I'm not saying Dwayne Casey didn't. He just played the style of basketball that got him their championship when he was with the Mavs. This squad here could be something to mess around with. Remember, they made the trade and they got Joe Harris, so maybe they can revive Joe Harris's career and he can be starting to be lights out from three. So they messed us up this year. Like we at times looked like it was boys against men. Like the Pistons are going to be scary this year.
Yeah. Looks like we got
what's up, Andrew and Count Z? Good to see you guys.
Yeah, let's go.
And make sure you guys go over if you're not already subscribed to the Hardcore Sports Network channel as well. And
yeah, looks like Nightbot is all over that.
Yeah, that's my Nightbot.
Yeah, I got Stream Elements. I need to like put some of that stuff on.
First thing I did was turned everything off except for the timers, just to drop links for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
I was going to go into the Earl Cole. Hit the like button on NextShift channel. Hit the like button on Mitch's channel. There it is. Hit the like button on the Hardcore Sports Network channel.
Yeah.
Hit all the like button.
Speaking of Earl Cole, he's still on vacation. He'll be back on Monday for the Raw Marshall. So
enjoy your vacation, Earl. You deserve it, brother.
Yeah.
What's a vacation?
Yep.
I think that's when you leave your house, but for like an extended time.
I haven't had one of those.
Come home after work. Yeah, it's like, what? Vacation.
What?
I mean, how long? Yeah.
Excuse me.
You mean I don't have to go to work today? What? Get out of here.
Why am I getting up at 6? What?
Right. So, have you guys been to the Basketball Hall of Fame? Like Rios, Blaze? No.
I'd love to, but no.
I was out.
Yeah, I'd love to, but
yeah, I was out to eat with my dad and his friend. He was like, Mitch, did you go to the Basketball Hall of Fame yet? I'm like, no. He's like, you need to go. I'm like, you need to go. And I want to go now. And where is it? Like outside of Boston, I think. Around there. I'm like, shit. I have to wear Sixers gear in Boston. Damn.
So what I'm hearing is Mitch is going to take us all to the Hall of Fame.
Nice! Yay!
I finally get a vacation. Thank you, basketball.
There you go. Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Springfield?
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
Yeah, it's Springfield, yeah.
Go.
So, how do you guys think Jordan Poole's going to be over in Washington? How do you think he's going to be?
He looks miserable. I've never seen a man look more miserable in his team pictures.
I know, right? That's why I asked.
It's like someone stole his puppy or something. I'm like, bro, smile.
Maybe they did.
You know what it has to do with? Randy called this like a month or two ago. The punch. Draymond Green knocking him out.
Well, I'm sorry. That lady that asked that question, like, oh, did anybody reach out to you? And then he didn't answer. And she's like, did Draymond Green reach out to you? And he just like turned away and didn't even look at her. He was like, I was like, oh, she went there. I love it. I was like, awkward. But yeah.
The name Draymond just triggers his PTSD.
Yeah.
He just starts flinching.
Hope
I
it
mean,
doesn't
Jordan
destroy his
Poole,
career.
I think he's going to average like 22 to 25.
Yeah,
really think
he'll
that.
get the ball more. He'll be the starter there. So you're right. Yeah. And the ball will probably more than likely run through him and Kuzma. So yeah, it would
What
be the
about
one.
Ty Jones? Ty Jones will be the third option.
I don't. I still think he might come off the bench. Maybe
Oh, who will start then?
Poole.
No, I mean, if Poole's a 2
At-
or a 1, who will
at
be?
point
the-
guard.
I'd have to
Point
look
guard.
at their. I'd have to look at their roster.
I'm actually
I
curious.
want to say, I think Poole's a 2. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he's a 2.
Is he a shooting
Or-
guard?
Yeah. I don't think it
Oh,
really
okay.
matters at the end of the
Well,
day.
then there you go. There's your 1, 2, 3. Then right there, Titus Jones, Poole, and then Kuzma at the 4.
That's such a good young big 3. Or not a big 3, like a small half 3. But half 3. But I like it, man. I like it. Washington, I said this before. Washington, I think, was one of the winners of the free agency. Just for like getting rid of Beal, just restarting, revamping, going fresh. I've been saying that for God knows how long. I love what they did.
Oh yeah, and they drafted Bilal Coulibaly as well. The what's his name's running mate.
Yeah. Victor Wembanyama's running mate. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no one knows what his ceiling is. His ceiling is so high because no one really knows what he's all about. So it's just like his ceiling could be, I don't know, to the moon. Like no one knows how
They
high.
got Landry Shamet too. They got Landry Shamet as well.
I miss Salmon on the Sixers. I miss him so much. Like, it's not fair. Why did all of our players go?
And we got to remember Corey Kispert played pretty well last year as well. He emerged as somebody as well. So yeah, I'm starting to look at their roster, and they got a good mix of younger and some older guys, but nobody that's going to blow you out of the water name wise. Like they got Daniel Gafford, they got Daniil Gallinari, Taj Gibson. Like I said, Mike Muscala, Kendrick Nunn, guys that can play, but are they going to be healthy enough and are they going to be able to
How long
play?
has Gibson been in the league?
Ooh, man.
38.
At least
38.
He's 38.
At least 15, 16 years, maybe. He's been in the league for a good minute.
69 years.
Good minute. Yeah, good minute.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Vince tweet about it.
He was the 2009 first round pick at 26 overall by the Chicago Bulls.
Seems like it's longer than that. But 2009.
Is he right? Like
seems like 1990 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's born. Is it his birthday this month? Oh, just passed.
Yeah.
He's only
Happy
been in the
birthday,
NBA 13 years. It's his 13th season.
Still nice, healthy.
it feels longer than that.
It really
It does, though, right? It does, yeah.
I compare him to Udonis Haslem. Like, Udonis Haslem's been in the league for how many years?
20 years, just about the same time as LeBron.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Taj Gibson played for the Bulls, Thunder. Yep, he played everywhere. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember when he was playing with Drew Gooden. Remember him?
Yep.
God,
Oh man, taking me back in time.
I miss Drew Gooden. I miss him so much. My friend and I always had a joke when we were playing 2K. I'm like, yo, we need some good in. Like, I was so young that worked.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I was like 10, 11.
Hey, I love corny dad jokes, but that one, oof.
Haslam is like Vince Carter.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you mean as far as being in the league for a long time? Yes.
I
thought you were comparing.
I think it ends there.
I mean, Vince Carter.
I would hope so.
Or he could shoot the three. What is up, Awesomeness?
Man,
left hand up.
speaking of Vince Carter, man, that dunk contest, man, where Vince Carter, that, as a teenager, that blew my mind. Like, man, what was like? That was entertainment right there.
Yeah,
that was a dunk contest at its peak.
That changed my life, man. Watching that was something else. Like I'm like
that got me onto the dunk contest right there. Seeing those
I told my wife right after I watched that, I literally went outside, and at this time I was like 500 pounds, and I'm a 500-pound 5'7" white boy, and I'm like, I'm gonna do what Carter just did. So I go get my ball. My mom's like, "What are you doing?" I'm going to do some crazy stuff. She's like, "Should I get 911 on speed dial or what's going on?" I'm like, "No, we should be good. We should be good." 20 minutes later, I come inside. I broke my wrist and my face was all mucked up because I fell forward into the fucking fence because I lost my balance and I ate it. It was horrible. It was horrible. But I learned my lesson. You
did it for the cause, though. You know,
right?
Yeah.
He made you believe.
That was
East Bay Funk in the driveway, Mom. I'll be right back.
Next thing you just,
It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
360.
Let's go home.
What was that loud cracking noise? Oh, this is my legs. Don't worry about that. my legs over.
What was that noise? Oh, my ACLs, they just popped way back there. My groin as well. You probably heard that.
You guys are going to want to hear this. I just found on Twitter. Kendrick Perkins says LeBron James could play until he's until he's 50 if he buys into the Udonis Haslam.
Kendrick and Damian.
Udonis Haslam role.
Kendrick and Damian are drinking the same juice today.
No, I think Damian hacked Kendrick Perkins fucking No, yeah.
Damian Perkins is his real name.
I mean, Kendrick Perkins is on the Clutch Sports payroll, so he's doing his job.
He's an idiot. Can't stand him. He's just bad. I mean, for someone to finally be on TV, you embarrassment. I'm sorry.
Like all the people they fired from ESPN, he survived.
Yeah, I know.
Kendrick fucking Perkins.
Trust me, when they said 20, I was right on the list. Where is he at? He's still there.
Same. I thought he was at the top. I'm like Perk.
Who looks at the list and goes, "Yep, keep him."
So
I get it.
Actually, talk about that. Who's the worst? Who don't you like the most on ESPN or any networks for
Kendrick Perkins and James Harden can go to hell.
Along with Orange Cassidy.
No,
it's a long list. Kendrick Perkins, Colin Cowherd.
I lived on ESPN. I can't watch it anymore because their takes are so cringy sometimes.
Nick Wright. Oh God, the list goes on and on. It's like,
for me, I don't know if she's a part of ESPN. Maybe she is, but that's Doris.
I knew you were saying. Yep, Doris. I knew that was coming.
I mean, I can't stand Doris Burke, bro.
Nick Wright and Colin are different network.
My dad and I, whenever we're watching a game and she's there, we put her on mute. Like every time, we can't stand it.
There's rumors she might be calling games this year now.
There you go.
She is. Instead of Van Gundy, it's number Hurler.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill.
Like, come on, man.
Bill Simmons.
Oh my God. I do.
My good friend.
I hate Cowherd. I hate like Rio said. I hate Nick Wright. Guy's a moron. But yeah, there's so many out there. There's so many, but they still have their jobs.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they were just throwing darts at a board for those 20 or something. Could be. It seemed like it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I heard Disney had something to do with those firings. Is what I heard.
Now,
ESPN's a joke.
Well, ESPN's owned by Disney. I know Van Gundy for sure was either from like the NBA or from Disney because
they also said it has nothing to do with the Pat McAfee signing. It has nothing to do with that. Pat even said that on his show the other day. He was like, "I know I work for them now." He's like, "But it has nothing to do with them." The firing.
My good friend doesn't like Chris Berman.
Oh, Chris Berman's a legend.
What? He's a legend.
He doesn't.
I know it's a different sport, but I can't stand Chris Collinsworth. I'd like to punch him in his mouth.
Now here's a guy.
Yeah, not just because he was a Bengal, it's just and his anti-Pittsburgh stuff, but everything. I mean, no matter what game he's calling, he's just annoying.
Yeah,
gotta turn it off. Thank goodness there's like YouTube channels that do watch-alongs that I can get good commentary there. Like
Fair enough.
Like I don't know.
That's why I'm doing it on Edge of Philly with the guy that runs it, because he's like, Mitch, I've been seeing it. Let's do it over here. I'm like, bet. Yeah. He doesn't like Chris Berman. I guess it's because of like behind the scenes stuff, how he doesn't like treat everyone well and stuff. So
we're not here to hang out with him. We're just here to hear his commentary. So I've been like that with sports stars too. I'm not here to hang out with you, but so I don't care that Charles Barkley used to say I'm not a role model. He was still one of my role models. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Of course he is. He throws people out windows, dated my dog. Like,
but if we knew everything that these,
how is he not a role model?
If we knew everything that these sports heroes do, we wouldn't like them as much. Like go back to the Ty Cobbs and the days of old baseball. They were all woman beaters. They were all alcoholics. They were all drug addicts. Those players were not good people.
No.
Like nowadays, you're in the public eye a lot more. But you go back to old football and baseball, man. They were evil people, but they were really talented at this sport. So I don't judge them by what they do in their personal lives. I try never to do that. Performance.
Yeah, unless you murder somebody.
Yes. I don't know if I did wear that Ray Lewis jersey on one of my streams the other day. They made me.
Oh, man.
I was showing off all the jerseys. Well, someone in the chat said, for $50, would you wear that jersey? And I was like, for $50, I'll run around down the street and videotape me saying I love the Ravens and Ray Lewis is innocent. And he gave me a $50 super chat.
Damn.
There you go.
So I had to do it.
At least it has you to do the squirrel dance.
So there literally is film of me wearing a Ravens jersey on my channel now. Things that content creators do.
Oh my god! I was watching this podcast on YouTube, and they were talking about how John Morant, right? And John Morant, how he's like not a good role model, and people
like what?
And parents do not let their kids have him be the role model.
He's my role model.
Bang, bang.
What is Nick McFoley?
That might have been the first time he ever held a gun. What do we know? We're not with him every day of his life. He may have grabbed that gun off his boy and goes, "Hey, film this. It'll be funny." And it's the first time he's ever held a gun. What do we know?
I'm pretty sure it is. He grew up in the suburbs. He didn't see a gun until he got to the NBA.
I mean, yes, it doesn't look good, and it's against how they should act. But I really try not to make that stuff determine who I like.
Yeah.
I stick to the performance, to the athlete, because I don't want to know what they do in their personal lives.
I don't
Especially their personal
Sometimes
lives.
what do they say? Sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes or shouldn't meet your heroes, or they are my heroes because of sports, not because of what kind of people they are. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Fair enough.
I liked O.J. Simpson back in the day when he played football. Am I supposed to hate him now because of all that shit? He was still a real good football player. Jim Brown wasn't the best person either, but he was the best damn football player for a really long time. And he's a Brown.
The glove didn't fit, though. The glove didn't fit, though.
There's a guy named Hernandez in football. It was a really good tight end for a while. Yeah. Should we try to be more like him?
He wasn't a tight end in prison.
No.
Here's a basketball one.
Big-time receiver.
Sprewell. I have a Sprewell jersey. That's my Warriors jersey that I have. It's Latrell Sprewell. I mean, he choked his coach once. How many times have you not wanted to choke one of your bosses or your coaches or something? Everyone doesn't love their boss. Yeah, so he lived out everyone's fantasy once. So I can't hate him for that.
How about Malice in the Palace?
Oh, that was insanity, man.
I remember watching it. I was like, are they fighting? Is that right on test?
The crazy part when the fans start interacting was really crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could do that?
Same here. I was like, this is okay. I like
there was only one or two. If you take one or two of those players out of that, it would have never happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
There was one or two that were really,
really
bringing
hot.
that on.
Basically, Ron Artest and Jermaine O'Neal. You take them out of the picture, yeah.
There was another one. Yeah, definitely Artest. There may have been three then. But if you're going to go into the crowd for the people that paid to see you and try to punch them, I mean, it's bad enough they got to hear slurs and bad names and F your mom and, you know, you got illegitimate baby. You know, they're going to say all kind of shit.
I think if you, as a fan, if you're trying to score with Verona Test, like, really? Is that really the best top decision? 6'8", 250 pounds of muscle. Let me square with him, 5'2", 200 plus pounds.
Fans are assholes, man. I mean, as much as I love my Steelers, I hate most of the fans after the third quarter. I can't stand almost any of the fans in the stadium when I go see a Steeler game. They're all fucking loaded hillbillies.
I was just gonna
loud
say,
as hell. They don't care. I mean, look, Philly. Look how Philly fans can be in the past. They've been known to outburst and let people know about them, and
they do stuff at Santa.
Yeah. They throw batteries at people too, don't they? Throw batteries at people over there.
Oh,
used to.
Yeah.
All right, Damien.
Fans are terrible. Fans are terrible.
Okay, Damien.
Malice in the Palace was more entertaining than watching WWE that night.
Yeah, it could have been a wrestling event.
Yeah.
That's the one that Tiki has. I actually agree with. I was blown away. I was like, man, they're really going at it.
Someone, really got set off, and then they go
swing. He's going that way. He's going in the stands. What's going on? What is this free? They're like, what? Boom.
So here's
hit that fan, hit him.
Yeah.
So here's actually a start bench cut. So would you start Ersan Ilyasova, Mike Scott, or Georges Niang?
Do I have to pick one of those three?
I mean, it was on here on Twitter. I just found. You don't have to.
Did Damien post that on Twitter?
Sixers Daily.
I would do like they did, firing people at ESPN and throw a dart at the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Blindly.
I will go Ersan, Mike Scott, and Georges Niang. I hate Niang.
Is that like bang him, marry him, kill him?
Yeah, basically.
I cannot.
It's gonna be the third option for all three. The third.
After Aaron Hernandez. Not for Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah. I think I told you guys that Georges Niang DM'd me, right? And then he didn't respond after I invited him.
Whoa, what are you doing with Georges Niang?
When you going out?
Nice.
I tweeted at him,
taking
right?
you?
I tweeted
Make
at
sure
him.
we submit
Bottle
Where's-
service.
Ooh, he's tweeting you, man.
I tweeted at him.
Where's something nice? Where's something nice?
The man crush is real.
Wear something nice.
Yeah. I was like, yo, I'm dropping a video on you.
So
And
you
he
taking his
DM'd me.
last name or is he taking yours?
I don't know.
Is he going to be Mitch Niang? I like Kowalski
Wait.
better.
The real question is, are you walking on the inside or the outside?
You got to stick with Mitch Kowalski.
Mitch Niang. Yeah, that'd be really...
Killer
The Kowalskis.
Killer Kowalski.
I love it. The Kowalskis.
So Mitch is handling a little business. I have a question. I've seen a couple articles, and I mentioned him on the draft. They're saying that Imani Bates could be the steal of the draft in Cleveland. They say he's really impressive. I haven't seen him do anything in summer league or what. I don't know if any of you guys have.
I haven't seen anything he's a steal of the draft. If anything, probably Cam Whitmore, because he's been a walking bucket so far. Once he can refine his game, like people will be like, "How did this kid fall to 20?"
Yeah, I want to know what people thought was wrong with him, because there had to be something. I don't know, injury, if they think he's injury prone or something. But
was there anything off
wrong.
court with him though? Was it because I was wondering the exact same thing.
No, from what I've read, it's all been medical stuff. But like,
Oh,
and some of you haven't even seen it. Like he's been unstoppable.
Yeah.
wow.
What up, Jerry? How's it going, man? How much I don't like the Eagles, I respect you. You're a Cowboys fan, so I respect that.
Or accuse
No, I don't-
If Superstar hit me, I would use some of their money. Well, yeah. That's common.
Sure, there was a
sense.
few lawsuits after the Malice in the Palace. The lawyers
there
were
was-
probably foaming at the mouth after that.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Ah.
That was probably the birth of this little gesture. Malice in the
I can
Palace.
Imagine. Can you imagine being the guy that has to watch the Malice in the Palace and pick who hit who and find out who's getting suspended? Or I don't want that job.
And now he's meta world peace.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kobe, pass me the ball.
hey, if I get the money, I'm fine with it. If I get the
The
money,
real
I'm fine.
question: who's gonna send him?
Yeah. I'm like, I'll take the money. I don't care. Give me the money. I'll take that. Okay.
Mitch Niang.
Yeah,
That just sounds so weird. Mitch Niang
it
and
really
George
does.
Kowalski.
Yeah. Now people
love
are
it.
DMing me that I should marry Orange Cassidy now.
There you go.
Wow.
He's already your cousin. You
Well,
can't marry your cousin.
One sec.
People-
you
Oh,
can in Alabama.
I'm not too far from West Virginia, so I don't know. They might down there and
Whenever
Alabama.
I'm on a live stream with Earl and I say something about Orange Cassidy, he pretends to go on the phone and go like, "Hey, Orange Cassidy, are you gonna hop on the stream? Mitch is here." He's like, "Yeah, I'll be right there." I love Earl, and that's great. Let's go. Yep. So tell me, guys, training camp for the NBA. You're excited for it? Like, what do you look? I know it's a bit early. I know that, but for training camp here, like for me, it's just like I'm more excited about that than the summer league because I can see where all the players are looking.
Yeah, so for the Rockets, after the first, they shut down, Jabari, and they shut down Jamar and Eason for summer league because, come on, Jabari was averaging 35 and Eason's averaging 20 plus and 10 rebounds, so they shut them down. So interesting, how Cam Whitmore finishes. He's been pretty good as well. But like the position battles in training camp, because with Ime, nothing's guaranteed besides Van Fleet being the starter at point guard because he's really the only true point guard you have because Ime is not ready to start yet. It's going to be interesting at shooting guard, small forward, power forward. At center, I think Sengun's job is safe, but everybody else, it's really open competition.
Yeah, you got a good roster for that. Randy, what about you for your Raptors?
Yeah, I guess unlike Rio, for me, I'm wondering who's going to be our point guard number one. If it's going to be Dennis Schroeder, and then if it is it going to be Jeff Doughton off the bench as a number two? Are we still going to go and maybe sign the fellow free agent Ayu Dewasu to bring him in and be the backup? But I'm just more excited about Darko and what he's going to do with the squad overall, because what he was able to do and get his hands on with Jaren Jackson and what he elevated his game to. I'm just excited what he could do with Scotty Barnes. So I'm just, as I keep saying around here when I walk around the house, I'm just foaming at the mouth. I'm like, I cannot wait to see him mold my boys. Like, this is going to be good. Got a lot of 6'9" wings. We need a point guard.
6'9" wings.
6'9".
69, baby.
6'9".
But Blaze,
No pause.
For us, it's like which centers are making the team.
You know what? I'm not really as excited for training camp that I am for the in-season tournament. Yay! Let's just make the season 4 in-season tournaments. Yay!
Why would actually be good though?
Every 2 months, and then you get winners from each 2 months. Every 2 months, like restart.
I just want to be good.
What's that old saying? If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
If it ain't broke,
I don't think NBA is really broke. I mean, they could try. I understand trying to drum up more winners at the beginning of the year, but like someone even said earlier, football's bigger in the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
They basically own the fall.
Yeah,
September all the way until January. It's owned by football. After that, NBA and that's all.
I would love for the NBA baseball to both shorten their seasons, but it'll never happen because of money. The games would be more valuable. The players would play, harder. You could spread it out a little bit more. You don't have to have 4 games in a week. You can have 2 or 3, but they're not going to do it. I'd love to see 30 or 40 games shaved off of both baseball and basketball, but it'll never happen.
Oh, that was
especially baseball, because baseball's 162 games.
That's long. But like right now, that's pretty much the only sport we have. I mean,
that's almost half a year. That's almost half a calendar year.
But slam ball's coming, and XFL was going on, so we got a little bit of
slam ball.
End of the month, I think. End of July, I think, is the beginning.
Oh, we got to live stream that.
21st, 26th, something like that.
Yes, I'm there for that, man.
I cannot wait.
Hopefully, they'll be live on Wednesdays at 5:00. You can do the Pick and Roll Slam Ball podcast.
Oh, that'd be great.
Man. Awesome. They'll probably try to do it prime time, maybe a Friday. I don't know what their plan is on broadcasting that.
I follow them actually. Give me a second.
Yes, I know it's ESPN, right? Is where they're going to have it, right? I think. I don't even know.
Steelers training camp. At least you didn't say Kenny freaking
ESPN, yeah. July
Well, speaking of
21st
NFL
July 21st. Okay.
Now, what
on
day is that?
ESPN.
That's a Thursday, right?
July 21st.
No,
What is that?
Friday nights.
It's a Friday.
Friday.
It's a Friday. Time to get down on Friday.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did it during the weekends, like either Sundays or Fridays.
Slam ball is like the thing with the trampolines and they dunk.
Trampoline basketball.
Trampoline basketball. I cannot wait for that.
I'm still waiting for it to end because someone has a broken neck and now can't walk because they're not wearing anything around their neck or shoulders or waist. And they got knee, but that's very dangerous. You fall the wrong way one time. But when they do it right, it's phenomenal to watch, to see them do these. It's like watching NBA jams for real.
So Slam Ball goes from July 21st to August 17th. It's in Las Vegas at the Cox Pavilion.
Woo! Get your cocks hot and wet.
So many phallic references. I love it.
Yeah, this is a phallic reference. Sports and phallic references right here on the Pick and Roll.
Shout out to Further AM, actually. Shout out to him. His cable company is called Cox.
Cox, yeah, it's a big cable company.
How's that a thing?
Cox Cable.
When he told me that, I was like, I'm done. I'm leaving. Like, that's a thing? I'm afraid.
Did you guys see the teams? Have you guys seen the teams, like the logos?
Slam Ball, no.
No, let's
they
do it.
they have them up.
There's only 4?
There's a lot.
Wait,
No,
4?
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 teams.
That makes sense.
Nice. Slam Ball.
So here's
Slam Ball homepage. Nice. I found it. Nice.
the Mob. There's the MOB.
The
There's
Mob.
Ozone. There's Rumble. There's Lava. The Slashers. Wrath.
Wait,
Buzzsaw.
the slashers. The hat slinging slashers.
Slashers.
Never mind.
Cordell Stewart is their coach.
Oh, really?
Oh, the
No.
Slash?
No,
Oh,
Slash. There's the
man, I
Griffin.
love watching it. I love watching Cordell Stewart play, man.
Me
It
too.
was,
I
it was
was-
fun to watch.
Yeah, ahead of his time. He was fun, man.
Way ahead of his time. That's good. He started off as a kick returner and became a quarterback.
I collected this shit out of his cards too, and none of them are worth dick.
Oh, man.
He was
Grady Dick.
Grady Dick isn't even worth dick. No, but throw, and then you got Hines Ward, who was a quarterback in college, who could also throw it. So Randall L, who was a quarterback in college, who could also throw it. So that Steeler team back then was so fun to watch.
Damian.
They were. They, what?
I miss him.
Come on, Damian.
American Gladiators.
AB and Le'Veon Bell screwed us up.
They're not wearing like uniforms and leotards and stuff. These are boys basketballing on trampolines, bro. It's sick. It's what we wanted to do as kids.
Oh, speaking of American Gladiators, have y'all seen that Netflix special about them? I was blown away. Like, bro, this
Yeah,
is
a lot
going.
of weird shit happened with American Gladiators.
We did tons of
I want to show
steroids. Yeah.
Let's all go to.
You don't
I hit
say.
the lottery. I'm taking all of us to Vegas to go watch Slam Ball.
Oh my
do it.
god.
Too bad I don't play the lottery, but if I did and I won, I would take. I would fly
I
all
want a
you guys
vacation.
to Vegas. I'd meet you there. I'd finally give Rios that vacation he deserves, and we'd meet in Vegas and watch Slam Ball. How much fun would that be?
Oh,
Oh,
that'd be sick.
oh my
I'm
God.
going to see it one day, though. I am.
I
Hey, if
want
it hits, then maybe they will travel a little more. If it succeeds and no one
Yeah.
dies on the Slam Ball court from falling crookedly on their neck or something.
How are they going to run it? That's the question.
What do you mean?
Slam ball. How are they going to run it?
They're gonna-
Or how are they going to hop on it?
Hopefully, very carefully.
Please.
I can't.
I haven't looked at the rosters yet, but there's no dicks. So maybe hopefully there's
Oh,
some.
he's looking for dick.
Dick Hawk. Dick Hawk.
Dick, we gotta-
Dick
there's a-
fucking Dick dunks. Dick dunks. Want to dunk by Dick?
There's a highlight package. It's about 2 minutes long of the old Slam Ball. If you watch that, you will get hype on watching Slam Ball.
Oh, you are. You're hooked right away.
Because
Yeah.
of the blocks, the dunks, some of the weird plays, and they get creative. And they it's street ball too. It's not like, oh man,
Blaze, I like the stuff where like they get like the one team kind of like almost falls out of bounds, and they get the other team to go on like a 2 or 3 on 0, and then one guy will bounce, throw it up to the other guy, the other guy will catch it, bounce, throw it up, and the other guy will catch it and do like a sick tomahawk or something. I'm like, oh, I want to get a trampoline and do this right now.
And then the defense they'll try to time a bounce, two guys at the same time and jump the block. It's like
try to block and do
very
it at the same
different.
time. Like I'll try to like kick out of it to another guy. And
if you've ever, even on a small hoop, if you've ever tried to dunk really, really hard and get blocked, it hurts.
Hey, AJ, we can help each other out. Your Magic team has a lot of guards. We have a lot of bigs. So we can actually help each other out.
Send us a guard that we sent them. What's his name? Oh, goodness gracious. Help me out. The little guy.
Markel Fultz.
Yeah, Fultz. They can send us Fultz back now.
Yeah.
No, I'll take Fultz off your hand. And another guy if you want Pascal.
Yeah, he didn't do very good for Sixers, though. He didn't live up to his potential. I'm not saying he wasn't good. He just wasn't playing good.
At all.
Honestly,
he didn't have a shot.
Couldn't shoot.
That shot was broken.
He was
maybe
like
it was the stage
foul line. He was just like boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, he needed base. He needed fundamentals and basics. As much as I hate to say that, and he got him. He's super talented, man. Simmons and Fultz. That's great picks, guys.
Don't forget about Okafor.
Yeah, well, that's another one. We can go on.
Oh, Jalil Okafor.
If they were Okafor,
Emeka Okafor?
No, Jaleel Okafor.
I know.
Jaleel Okafor, for me, he was in the wrong era for me. Like, he's more like...
He's an error, all right.
Well, that too.
Your squad has... We've only had the first overall pick once, and we picked Andre Bargnani.
What's he doing nowadays?
I don't know.
He's working at Subway or something?
At least we were able to fleece the Knicks, and we were able to send him to the Knicks, and then they kind of gave us which wasn't much, but they gave us something in return, and we got rid of him. But my God, we've only had a first overall pick once, and that was it.
I think if you dig deep enough, every team's had like their first round bus. If you dig deep enough, every team's had a little taste of it. Some more than others, but
yeah.
So wait,
we all have.
Have you guys been seeing like the FIBA rosters, like the basketball rosters?
I just watched Kentucky versus Germany today, which was I don't know what kind of game it was, but it's Kentucky's team from this year against Germany. Some kind of college versus the world thing.
They do that a lot, but the Kentucky team is good.
Yeah, the last couple of years they needed, because that's my team. They needed 3 or 4 months to start playing well, because that's what he does. He's basically taking an all-star team every year and trying to make them work together, and it doesn't always work out right away. That's why I don't mind them having all those preseason tournaments now in college basketball, because you go right into big-time games right at the beginning of the season.
True.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring this up, Raph. I was actually going to bring this up.
Deion Waiters.
Like, I don't think he comes.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Maybe in the big three or slam ball,
or even like the G League, maybe. But like NBA,
I wonder if any former NBA players or anything would try to go slam ball. Someone who didn't make it, and they're like, "Screw it, I'm gonna go play slam ball."
I bet you they would.
I'm sure slam ball would love to lock down a name.
That's why they went to the big three.
Like the professor and all those guys from N1 back in the day, like some of those dudes. Wouldn't it be fun to see
the professor? Hot sauce, man.
If you guys
bring him back,
N1 documentary, that is so good.
Yeah,
I watched the 30 for 30 yesterday about it. I watched the 30 for 30 about it. How hip hop and NBA kind of collided, and they kind of just took each other and gave each other a big hug. But at first it wasn't a big hug. It was kind of a little bit like, what's going on here kind of thing. Yeah. And they talked about like and one, and like, then they brought in like Gilbert Arenas and I can't remember the other guy for Baron Davis, and they interviewed some other players, and they were like, could those guys ever play in the NBA? And Kyrie Irving was there, and they were like, no, they don't have the heart. They don't even practice.
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew was good. Uncle Drew was good.
Shout out to Further.
Shout out Further. How's your
come on?
I can't even say it now.
Say what?
How's your cable company?
Cox. How's your Cox?
Cox.
How's your Cox on your cable? Is it nice and long? Is it long?
Is it running strong?
Okay, cool. I didn't know
Mitchy
that.
Poo.
Yo,
Mitchy Poo.
What up, Granzer? It's been a while, man. How you been? He's a good supporter of mine.
There you go.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out.
think it was good. Not a lot
Cock
of people give that
sucks.
love.
Further says cock sucks.
Cock
At least he didn't say sucks cocks.
Cock.
For the Eagles, we got Fletcher Cox, Chris Long, and who's the other guy?
You need some dick and wood. No, I'm sure you got a Johnson somewhere on the team.
They got them together. Long cocks.
No, that was actually a picture of fans. It was like long cock. I forget the other guy. Randy, do you know
Long
who
cock
I'm-
hurts. Long cock
Yeah.
hurts.
Cock
Yeah.
hurts.
The guy had Chris Long's jersey. They had Fletcher Cox jersey, and he had Jalen Hurts. It said, you know what it said there. Yeah.
Long cocks hurts.
Long cock hurts. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Oh
What you
god.
got?
All right, now you're making me whip it out.
Oh, he's,
Go
keep
on.
kids look away.
Young,
Young Bush.
Young Bush. Yep. Young
Pick
one.
and Roll podcast is canceled.
It was fun, people. Thank you.
it was great.
It's for real, guys.
Thanks a lot lasted.
Everyone, leave a like, subscribe.
We mean like an actual plant bush. Where's your mind at? Jeez. I'm a gardener. We're talking about
I was
plants and
thinking
bushes.
Venus
Come on.
flytrap. What were you guys thinking? Jesus, come on, get out of here.
Yeah,
Further says bush up. Long cocks hurts.
Like, get y'all's ones out of the gutters.
Bush
Young
Young.
Bush. Flip it around further.
Other way around, Young Bush.
The Young Bucks? No, the Young Bush.
I just can't.
We're talking about a young George Bush. That's what we mean,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
you guys are
Bush.
terrible.
Yeah.
You
Oh
guys are
wait, did you guys see
terrible.
that Family Guy episode when George Bush was up in the treehouse? He's like, I don't wanna.
I don't want to.
Yeah, it's all entertainment. Yep. That's why he's successful at this YouTube.
There's a bunch of those pictures of people sitting on their benches in the NFL and college with names that shouldn't be sitting next to each other. I'm going to have to research, find a bunch, and next week we'll have a slideshow or something.
Oh,
I've seen
God.
one where
We should.
I'll
college
find them.
teammates one was French, the other one was fries, but fries
French.
was spelled not, but it was
Sorry,
perfect. I
second.
saw that one. General Booty. There's a guy out in
I will
college football
find it.
named General Booty.
That
The
guy's-
greatest name in all sports.
Nikhil Harry,
General
isn't there a
Booty.
guy, last name's Harry?
Yep.
There's a receiver
Yeah.
named Harry.
Yeah,
Put him next to that one.
yeah. Harry J. Yeah, oh yeah.
Harry Booty. Harry Booty.
Harry Booty.
Shave your hairy booty.
No,
Oh,
you're
God.
good, Spongy. You're all good, man. You're all good.
Oh, geez, no.
Guys, if you have basketball questions or name questions, let us know. Oh,
Oh, gee, Dicker Kicker.
Dicker the Kicker.
Dicker.
That's how it's
Dicker
almost
the
worse
kicker.
than being the kicker with a
Like,
last name Blewett. Now there is the kicker. with
Dicker
last
the
name Blewett.
kicker.
General Booty
Dicker
and
the
Dicker the Kicker.
How about Dicker Booty? Dicker Booty. If those two sat next to each other, Dicker Booty. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear, right?
All right, guys, we're canceled now.
It's
We're
a
done.
casino. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear.
Oh,
What everyone does.
Oh boy, Dicker
is there
Booty.
any basketball news that broke yet?
I'm gonna superimpose those two sitting next to each other now, just so I can have. All right. Back to our previously scheduled program. Pick and roll.
Nothing.
Oh, now I'm just thinking of Dick and Roll now. Jesus
What?
Christ.
You got Dick on his mind. He's got Dick on his mind. You can't help it.
Well, look at the conversation we having. And then
Mitch.
not going to be a sponsor.
Never gonna get a sponsor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a famous company that sponsors a lot of YouTube channels that wouldn't mind that type of talk. Manscaped.
Yeah.
Hey.
They sponsor a lot of
everyone can get
YouTubers,
those
man.
Sponsors, like
gotta get a
anyone
man-
can get a sponsor.
We're gonna talk like that. We need a Manscaped. And Blue Chew.
Dick or the.
Dicker. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Chad.
Why do I feel like Blaze is gonna create one of them for his game? Why do I feel like that's gonna?
Yeah. You never know when Dicker Booty is now fighting Mitch Kosky. on AEW Fight Forever.
And he pins him. Oh, and he's pinning him. Dicker Booty's pinning Mitch.
He slams Dicker Booty and he kicks him right in the booty.
You gotta do it.
Power
now.
bomb to
Mitch
Dicker
gets
Booty.
caught. Mitch gets caught by the Dicker, by the booty.
I think
You
Mitch is
gotta do it
manager.
now, boys.
Should be
You
his
gotta do it now.
manager. Coming down the ring next, Mitch Koski, led to the ring by his manager, Dicker Booty.
And it's
Dicker booty for the top rope. Dicker booty for the top rope.
Orange Cassidy.
Jack me off. It's almost like I'll go right back to the Lions quarterback. You can't say Jared Goff real fast or it becomes jerk off.
I thought it becomes.
Oh,
It really does.
Yeah.
Actually, I wish I knew which ESPN announcer said that when he played for Cal. Because the whole show, I was sitting there listening. I'm going, he keeps saying jerk off, throws it down the middle. Jerk off, throws it long. Jerk off, back to pass. And I'm like, is he saying jerk off? It's like, slow down, Jared Goff. I saw the name. I'm like, oh my God, he's saying jerk off. Like legit, the whole football game. I have to find that game. It shouldn't be too hard. How many times did Cal Bears play on ESPN? It's probably a bowl game or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I always bust my Detroit Lions fans, streamers friends all the time by saying that. I mean, your quarterback's name is Jerk Off, dude.
Jerk off.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
He did take a team to a Super Bowl. Not your team. Good luck with him the next couple years.
Oh my God. You know, I just can't stop laughing now. This is great. Can you have Dicker the Kicker beat Orange Cassidy, please?
Oh, jeez.
Mitch,
on the top rope.
Further, you got to get it right. It's Hugh G. Rection. Now it's because we're on now it's on like 18 times because we're on so many platforms. It's like Hugh G. Rection is like a whole chat right now. Got a bunch of Hugh G. Rections in the chat.
Oh my God. Yeah. Raphael loves that.
Now I'm all hype on the slam ball even more, man. You
I
gotta
am
find that
too.
highlight package.
Are they going to have someone named Dicker the Kicker in that too?
Oh, we got to find that slam ball highlight package. That would be a fun thing. I don't know if we get copywritten for that if we played that on here.
I don't know.
I don't think slam ball's big enough. They probably won all the promotion they could get at this point.
Oh my God. I just found this on Twitter from Eastwood. What would you take from Grady Dick?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Why, Mitch? Why?
It's on Twitter. It's on freaking Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcy Rhino, what is up, man? What is up? Thank you for stopping by, bro.
We're playing the Pistons right now. The Raptors are playing the Pistons right now in Summer League.
So there's three positions in slam ball: the handler, the stopper, and the gunner.
Mitch is definitely the handler.
Definitely.
Hey, in baseball, there's a pitcher and a catcher. So but the stopper would be like the center, the gunner would be the shooter, and the handler is your point guard. I like that. I think the NBA needs to adopt that. I don't know. Handler sounds kind of weird, even though you're a ball handler.
You know, Kyrie.
No pause on the ball handler.
You know, Kyrie's the best ball handler in the league.
How do you know? Have you seen him do it? Have you watched him handle his ball?
Have you seen him dribble?
I've seen him handle his ball. I'm seeing if there's any former NBA players in some of these rosters now. I'm kind of interested.
Oh, I think there is. I think there will be. I mean, look at the big
not really.
three, right? I mean,
I
look
haven't
at the
seen
big
any.
three, right? They took Allen Iverson for a game.
Well, the big three has, Ice Cube's money and his fame behind it, so I can see why some players would want to do that. But I haven't seen any NBA names on here yet.
No, I didn't see any either, Blaze.
It don't matter if they are daredevil enough to play that game. More power to them.
Wait, they need. You know what? Who they need? Did you ever see the movie Semi Pro?
Yeah.
Yes, Jackie Moon.
They need Coffee Black. They need
I would love
Coffee
to know what
Black.
the insurance policies are like for slam ball.
Yeah, but they need
the roof.
Coffee Black, man. The alley oop. Appreciate that, AM. Appreciate that, bro.
Thanks, bro.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But can you imagine if Coffee Black and Will Ferrell?
Let's say, was that during an inhale? I thought it said holiday. It says Justin Holloway playing for one of the teams.
Holloway. What the hell? I didn't even know there's a thing.
Deontay Burton. Nah, I haven't noticed
No,
any.
I didn't see any.
Did you go through them? Yeah. Well,
Hey,
you.
Randy hit 200 subs.
it's probably because they don't have any insurance. If you get hurt in slam ball, you're just fired.
Yeah.
Yo, congrats,
You're
Randy.
fired.
On Twitter.
If you get hurt, you're
Yeah,
fired. You're
200
fired
subs.
before you hit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, 200 subs and 65,000 views or something like that.
Yeah.
69 million views. Get it right. Yeah. 69 million.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks, further.
Quicker
Yeah,
they come.
thanks, man.
I
He's
don't care if they
building.
come-
He's
I don't
in the
care if they
process
come
of
quick
building.
further.
Blaze, Further AM's in the process of building himself a PC. He's
Nice.
getting all the parts together.
Nice. I haven't done that in years. I used to do it for a living, but
Oh
that's
yeah.
like, yeah, when I sold computers, I loved them. The technical part was my favorite. I loved going over to the technician side because they would build them. They would take them apart, rebuild them, find a bunch of porn in people's computers all the time.
How'd they get there? I don't watch this stuff.
Then we had to fire our entire technician group because they got caught taking information from people's hard drives.
Oh,
They had
shit.
their own individual hard drives in a case where they just took music. This is the years of like Napster and all the illegal downloads of music and movies. So they just had a ton of music, movies, and special movies, let's say.
Fuck, Dick and Stroke it from 3.
The FBI came into my store. That was a fun day. I could probably write a book about that.
Wait, who?
Damn.
The FBI came
The
to
feds?
my store in Monroeville, Pennsylvania because people were reporting that they were taking information from people's hard drives. That's not
Damn.
legal.
Very
Yes,
illegal shit.
Yes, some
Very
shit I don't want to ever see again too. But they were great people. They just
You
made
remember
dumb
the
mistakes.
website LimeWire?
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
oh
it.
yeah.
There was a bunch of those, man. I still
I
have
was
it.
in the Apple store once, and the guy asked me, "How do you get your music?" I said LimeWire.
I say Napster still to this day.
Oh yeah.
On my MySpace, I go to MySpace and get on my Napster.
My Zynga page.
I'm on Instant Messenger, AOL.com.
Oh my god, my parents still use AOL.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
My dad needs it for his work, and my mom, I don't know. She has it.
LimeWire gets you. Yeah, you get many viruses on those
I
open
never
platforms.
got a virus from LimeWire.
That you know of. No, you got them all from watching porn. That's why. All that 69 porn you've been downloading on LimeWire. Now the cat's out of the bag, Mitch.
Cat's out of the bag, and so is our cat. There you go.
Send the FBI to Mitch Kofke's house. Yeah.
I had
Oh my god.
Big Bird and Kermit get stoned. Yeah, there was some funny. See, that was before you had like Twitter and finding funny memes and Instagram and stuff. You just download funny shit and find all kind of weird memes. And
There we go, Dalton. There we
know
go.
how the internet has changed in 25 years. I just love the fact there is summer league basketball and basketball.
Yeah, Randy, who's winning?
Detroit,
Good
26-23.
The Bears.
Close game.
Oh, nice and There we go. There we go. There we go. 26-25. There we go.
So you're getting more of the games now, or you're only getting your Raptors games?
Just whenever the Raptors play. Yeah, it sucks.
Oh my god. Damien.
Oh,
Damien, you'd know where to find it. You gave him the address. You would know, Damien.
pause.
Yeah.
Sar Thompson's in right now.
I do not ever want to see Damien's search history on the computer. No, thank you.
Oh, Grady put him on skates. I love it. I
Wait,
love it.
He's dicking him.
He's picking him.
Dick against Asar Thompson, and he beat Asar to the point, and
He beat Dick.
Faked
He
the
beat his
three.
dick.
Yeah, he beat his. What?
No, Dick beat him. I'm sorry. He beat Thompson with Dick.
Yes.
Did
Yes.
You see Wait, did you see Saul Thompson's alley-oop, reverse alley-oop? That was sick. I saw that. It was on over Twitter.
I didn't see it.
I'm coming to Canada someday, Randy. We're gonna hang out. I'm gonna come to Canada one of these days.
Western.
Houston, I don't know if I
everybody
want to go down to Texas. I'm kind of afraid of Texas.
It's not that bad.
Depends on what part you go. I made a wrong turn in South Philly once, and I know it looked like a bomb dropped there. I swear to God. When my friend went to a studio to record music in Philly, we went to South Philly, and on the way out, he made a turn, and I swear every house was boarded up. I was like, please turn around quick. I don't know where we were, but he recorded in a DJ Jazzy Jeff's studio.
Oh,
we got to meet DJ Jazzy Jeff. Came in at the end, and I'm 6'3". He's like here on me. He's like below my tits, and I'm like, this is the famous DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dick from 3.
3 Dick. 3 dicks.
Really did have a
And
bomb
then the
drop on it.
defense.
Looks like we're.
I mean, whatever. I wish I took a picture. I don't think camera phones were around back then, but I wish I would have took a picture to see what I saw. I can close my eyes and still see it. It looked like a literal bomb dropped off in that neighborhood.
Wow.
And I knew we were near South Philly.
Ooh.
I've never gone into the city, though. We were only there for one day, recorded, and got the hell out of there.
It looks like the Bronx in the 70s. There you go.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah.
There you have it.
All right. Let's do a little start bench cut. So I'm gonna give you guys like 3 players start bench cut. Basically, F, marry, kill. Yeah.
Hope they're better names than last time. Jeez.
Huh?
Hope they're better names than whatever you got the other 3.
Oh yeah, that was just on Twitter.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't want to pick any of those.
I'm not thinking those. Wait, what is it? Southside
Lean your car
doors,
seat
you be
notes.
leaning in your car. So
Hey, when I lived in Fort Wayne, Indiana, I went to Detroit a bunch, and I've seen death, on some bad sides of Detroit up there too. It looked like the end of the
Okay.
world.
I got 3.
All right.
They're not going to be current though. Wilt, Kareem, Bill Russell.
Kareem, Wilt, and Russell.
Yep.
Oh man.
Told you. I do better ones than Twitter.
See, I'm just gonna go by the teams. Kareem was mainly a Laker.
Yeah.
Wilt, I'll put, even though he was with other teams, I'm putting him with the Sixers. And Russell was a Celtic. So
Yeah.
I would start Wilt.
Oh wow.
Oh man. I would bench Russell and cut Kareem, believe it or not.
I'm going Kareem.
I want Wilt to stilt, man.
I'm going.
No,
I'm
you're
not
still
gonna
thinking
go-
about penises. I'm not talking about penises. I'm talking about Wilt.
I know what you mean.
You know he had sex with over 10,000 women.
How is that possible?
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
He has all the used rubbers. So
for
you
me,
gotta
it'll
ask
be
him.
Kareem, Wilt, Russell. That's me.
I know Russell has more championships, but what about you, Rios?
What was the question? Sorry, I missed it.
Start bench cut. Wilt, Russell, Kareem.
Ooh.
There's really no wrong answer for the start.
There's
They're all
not.
legends. But then
I'm gonna go start Kareem.
All right.
That's what I
the
did.
skill
That's
set.
That's what I did.
Bench. I'm gonna go Wilt. Cut Bill Russell.
Basically mine.
See, here's my thinking. I love the dunk. And as great as Kareem was, he didn't really dunk a lot. He did because he was taller than everybody, but it wasn't like skillful, crazy dunks. Like Wilt would poster you and just dunk on your head. Actually, for a while there, when it was illegal to dunk for a while.
Well, Will, he was actually a track and field star, which is actually kind of
Bill
weird.
Russell was on one of the greatest teams of all time. They just won championship after championship after championship.
So Damian goes start Bill, bench Will, and cut Kareem.
Chad.
Chad's
Cut
like
Kareem?
Jordan. Jerry West is from not far from where I'm at.
Oh yeah, cool.
He played in the playgrounds that I used to run. Yeah, he's
So
West Virginia.
Jordan, West, Grady Dick. I'm going Grady Dick. I'm
Nice.
not.
Great Dick.
Don't cut your dick. Don't cut Dick.
I'm not.
Don't cut Dick. You just bench him.
I'm starting Grady Dick.
Oh, you're starting. You're not
Grady
cutting
Dick,
Jordan,
Michael
are you?
Jordan and Jerry West.
All right, you're gonna cut Jerry West. Shame on you. He's the logo, for fuck's sake. Come on.
It's the logo.
It's Michael Jordan for crying out loud.
I know.
It's Grady Dick for crying out loud.
We don't know. Grady Dick might be better than both of them combined by the time he's done.
So, Randy, start bench cut. Will.
Same as Blaze.
All right.
Wilt, Russell, Kareem.
Yeah. So here's a good one. LeBron James, KD, Larry Bird.
Ooh.
Neither.
Cut them all. No.
Cut them all. Thank God you didn't cut Dick.
Yeah, don't cut Dick. It's like I had a friend who always would say this, and it would make every man cringe in the room. He goes, just think about a slow paper cut along your dick hole. Yeah, the look that Rios has right now, that's the look everyone has when you have to imagine that.
I don't want that in my brain.
Yes, it's in mine, so now you must deal with it too.
No.
I'll go first. Start LeBron, bench Bird, because I want his shooting sometimes. Cut KD.
That's mine.
Even though I love KD.
That's mine.
Can't get rid of Bird. Even though I hated Bird because he was a Celtic. I was a Sixer fan, so I hated the Sixers back then. I mean the Celtics. I hated awkward-looking Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. They were a bunch of goofy-looking dudes.
Same as Blaze for me.
So we all got the same. Rios.
Me and Randy.
Like you said, you can't cut Larry Bird.
No. I'm going with current day KD, who doesn't seem to have it like he did 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Which he might.
It's a tough one, man. I can't stand LeBron. But I would say start LeBron, bench Larry, cut KD.
There you go.
Okay.
You're gonna make it
I got
a
one.
consensus.
Hey, what is up, halftime? I got one. You ready?
Logan Paul, Orange
God,
Cassidy.
no, Trae Young.
I was gonna do Curry, Westbrook, and Trae Young.
Oh God. I might actually cut Westbrook. I'd cut Westbrook
Easily.
and bench Trae and have Seth as
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the consensus. Like,
No,
and once again, I'm going with the Westbrook. The last couple Westbrooks, Westbrick, not Westbrook 3 or 4 years ago, averaging a damn triple double. I would pick that Westbrook over current Trae.
Yeah.
If I had just that 1 year where Westbrook was virtually unstoppable.
I had three other names, but I forgot. Cut
the dick.
cut
the dick.
Start Larry, cut both.
That's not how you play the game, Damien. You must pick one for each. You thickhead. Get it through your head, Damien. There's no regular rules and then Damien rules. It's the same for everybody. One for each.
Here's an interesting one. Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade, Reggie Miller.
Ooh, Reggie Miller, Dwayne Wade. Who else?
You're mean, man.
AI.
Let me ask Chat GPT.
Man,
I love AI. I can't not start him.
I'm starting.
Yeah, same.
Hit the like button.
He had
radio channel.
AI.
Probably
smallest guy on the court, but he had that dog. Like,
I'd probably bench Reggie because AI is my point guard, but I want to bench Reggie. I want him to shoot, and unfortunately, as much as I love Dwayne Wade, I'd cut him.
I'm going
opposite. We'll go
Wade Miller. Iverson Wade Miller for me.
Same.
Okay.
D Wade in his prime, he was a two-way player.
It's so hard not to. I would just went with personal favorite on that, not who I thought was better.
I did too. So
what about Randy?
Who is it again?
AI, Wade, Reggie Miller. And then we'll all cut Trae Young there. Yeah. Yeah, Damien, that was mine. That was mine.
Cut Moeller, whoever Moeller is.
Yeah.
Start Wade.
Oh.
Bench AI. And cut.
There's no wrong answer. All three of those are
There's no wrong
legendary.
answer.
Here, let me give you one.
Go for it.
Ja Morant, Luka Doncic, and Jokic.
Ooh.
I was going to say Zion, Luka, and Ja, but everyone would cut Zion. So Ja, Luka, and Jokic.
So
Ooh,
Jokic,
good one.
Jokic, Luka, Ja.
You're cutting Ja because he had a gun in his hand for 2 seconds on a video. Shame on you, Mitch. That's probably the best way to go. That's tough, though. What about you, Rios?
I'm gonna go Luka, Joker, and cutting Ja.
There you go.
Just because
everyone's gonna cut Ja because he had a gun in his hand. He's suspended.
As far as offensive skills, I think Luka's a better offensive player than Ja. With Ja, without the athleticism, he doesn't have a jump shot.
I agree. Luka is definitely well rounded. Randy?
Yeah, Luka, Joker, Ja.
Oh, come. I'll be very weird, and it's just because of my favorites. I'm cutting Jokic. I have to cut the Joker because I like John Luka are like two of my top favorite players. I gotta have them in there.
Hey, Randy, you want to come up with one?
No.
Cut, and everyone wants to cut Ja. Poor Ja. Scoop up his rookie cards while you can, people.
I got one. LaMelo Ball.
Oh, jeez.
Anthony Edwards.
LiAngelo.
No, LaMelo. It's
All three
LaMelo,
balls.
Anthony Edwards, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA, Edward, SGA, Ant, and LaMelo.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Ant.
Okay.
SGA and cutting LaMelo.
I'm with you, Rios.
Sam.
Right on a button.
I love LaMelo, but fuck, I agree.
I love Ant's game. I really do like watching him.
I think LaMelo is still better than Anthony Edwards. That's my personal opinion. But all right, Randy,
great
you got...
to think of.
Poor Ant's stuck in it. He's stuck on his team. See, this is how I feel. Like Giannis, I think he's stuck in Milwaukee, even though he won won some. And poor Dame's still stuck out in Portland. Like I want to see those guys, those type of players, play with a so-called big three or whatever somewhere in a big market or even a small market. It's just me. But then again, I love the loyalty.
Giannis combo would be scary itself. Holy shit.
So I got another one. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Dirk.
What?
Duncan, Dirk, and Garnett. I love Garnett, man. I loved Garnett.
Oh, that's the kid, man. Oh.
Duncan's a legend.
I'm going Duncan, Dirk, Garnett.
I'm going the opposite. Garnett, Dirk, Duncan. Even though Duncan's a legend, I was never a fan of his game. I'm picking my favorites again. Yep.
Okay. I thought
Dirk. Yep. And Garnett, I loved KG back in the day, man.
So
talking about fierce Duncan.
SGA, LaMelo, cut Ant.
Ooh, cut Ant. There you go. I expect a stupid answer from Damien.
So I'm gonna go Duncan, Garnett, and cutting Dirk.
There you go.
I don't understand why.
Because those two they're two-way players. Dirk, he was not good on defense.
Yeah, but with Dirk, look what he did against Miami.
Well, with Duncan, they told him to dial back his offensive game, to be a team player. Like if he would have been like, you know what, I'm the guy, I'm gonna score the points, he'd have been averaging 30 points a game.
Yeah,
he was that good in his prime.
I know.
And
I had a Duncan growing up.
So they were Garnett. Like Garnett carried those terrible Timberwolves teams to the playoffs. They never won anything, but like he was the guy for a long time. With a terrible team.
He won with Boston. Like he had Rondo, Allen, Pierce, Garnett, and Blaze, your favorite player, Kendrick Perkins.
But at that point, he had been in the league 13 years.
Yeah.
All right, here's one: Booker, Dame, and Giannis.
Giannis, Dame, Booker. See it.
You're cutting Booker.
Yep.
That's a tough one now. Dame, Giannis, and Booker. I think everyone's going to cut Booker, even though he's phenomenal.
No, I'm going Booker, Giannis, and then...
cutting Dame.
Yeah,
I'm cutting Dame. I'm going Booker, Giannis, and Dame.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like that. I couldn't pick. Those are three of my favorites. I'll probably go Giannis, Booker, and cut Dame, unfortunately.
I'll be real. I haven't seen a lot of Dame Lillard's play because of where I live in Canada. I don't get a lot of, Portland Trailblazer games. So, I've seen the highlights, but those are highlights, right? I don't see them from like day-to-day, game-to-game. So, but those other two, I've seen Giannis. I've seen a lot of them. I've played against them in the playoffs quite a bit. So,
Dame's just one of those guys, and this is why I'm so frustrated because I would love him on the Sixers, especially instead of Harden. Damian is the guy at the end of a game. He can take over. Every time the ball comes down, he can do something with it. You have him beat underneath. You have Maxey on the wing. Having Dame would be such a perfect compliment, in my opinion,
I agree.
Other than, I mean, just the way he can take over. Embiid can't take over at the end of a game. We've seen it. He is not a takeover type person. He's a person that can control the pace of a game and throughout the whole game. But at the end, I want the ball in Dame Lillard's hand because he's going to make it from the logo, from the corner with 3 guys on him. Man, I would have took him. I would have gave all the picks we can in Harden for Dame.
I would too.
It looks like he's staying. I don't know if are we going to have any more big moves? There's a question. Is there going to be any more big moves before? I mean, it looks like everything's kind of settled down now.
I think it's a trade deadline.
I mean, I have the same list I've have every week in these free agents, and
you got to remember, every
a
time
big
a
trade
player
meeting.
signs a new contract, you can't be traded for like 3 months or whatever. So you got to wait for that as well. So that kind of hampers the market on players wanting to get potentially moved if the sign was to move them potentially.
If something happens between now and I mean, I'd be kind of surprised. I think they're pretty much everyone's set where they're at and just going to try to fill little holes here and there. Fill little holes with your dick.
We got one. We got a dick filler, or we got a dick hole
filler.
Wait, what? Randy, what?
We got
a dick hole
dick.
filler.
We got a dick hole filler.
He's a hole
You
filler.
said you had a dick hold. I'm like, wait, what?
Pause.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, wait, what are we doing?
I didn't say that though.
I thought you did.
Oh, here's my boy, Marcus Noel. I love this kid, man.
Do you love him more than Greedy Dick?
Height over heart, man. This guy's 5'7". He's my height.
Yeah.
He can ball. He can ball. He's really good.
All right.
He's from New York.
I don't think of another start bench cut. All right, gonna go a little.
Oh, I got a good one.
Go for it.
Jared Jack.
Yeah. Jared Jack. Yeah.
So this was about basically people that they consider the GOAT. So Jordan, LeBron, or Kareem.
I'm cutting Kareem again. Even though
I'm cutting Kareem again.
I'm going Jordan, LeBron, and I'm cutting Kareem.
I'm going Jordan, Kareem, and cutting LeBron because I hate LeBron.
Same.
I don't like him now either, but I'm just thinking about game.
I just never
I'm
liked him.
thinking about skill set. Jordan, he's the GOAT. Kareem, could take over a game, and he was the most dominant guy for years and years. And LeBron,
what?
People say he could play in the era. I don't see it. Mentally, he couldn't survive in the 80s or 90s. He just could not.
Oh wait, I got a funny one. Greg Oden, Kwame Brown,
all the bus,
or
bust of the year,
or Sam Bowie.
I'll trade them all for the next question.
Bowie. I'm cutting Bowie. Here. Rodman.
Can I cut?
Rodman, Mutombo, and Oakley.
That's a good one.
That's a
good one.
All rebound.
That is a good one.
I'm going Rodman, Mutombo, and I'm cutting Oakley.
Me too.
Yeah, same. I love Oakley, but he's not as good as on defense as Mutombo or Rodman.
Shaq, Ewing, and Olajuwon.
Oh, that's easy for me.
Shaq, Olajuwon, and Ewing.
Yeah, me too.
For me, Olajuwon, Shaq, and Ewing.
Yeah.
Or Ewing.
Olajuwon first. Wants his boy.
Olajuwon's probably the most versatile center I've ever seen him ever play. The man's footwork is just next level.
Oh, tell me about it.
He had David Robinson on skates. Everyone's like, oh, David Robinson's the most athletic center. No, he had that man on skates in the Western Conference Finals. Skates. Could not stop him to save his life.
Absolutely. A lot of people forget about the past. They're all stuck on 1 or 2 games. Oh, do you remember this or do you remember that? Yeah, but do you remember the series?
Hey, Blaze, you know whose birthday it is? Sami Zayn's.
Oh, really? Someone else's too. I think it's Brock's too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's Canadian.
All right, how about this one? Bill Laimbeer, Birdman Anderson, and Jason Williams, White Chocolate.
Jason Williams, Birdman.
I gotta go. Man, I gotta go with chocolate number 1. He was so fun to watch in the early 2000s. Oh, man.
Yep.
What could have been?
Jason Williams is great. I love watching him.
Yeah.
Everyone's cutting
But
Birdman.
Same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cut Birdman. Keep Lambeer just for the punches he throws.
All right.
He's got Bulldog down low though. You wouldn't want to mess with him.
Right.
I guarantee you, he would make LeBron think twice about you're going down the middle.
Grady Dick, Christian Wood, or Cam Johnson. Should be Magic Johnson.
Wait, say it again?
Grady Dick,
Dick number
Christian Wood, or Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
Johnson, Wood, and Dick.
I go.
It's gonna be
Wood Dick Johnson.
I would go Johnson, Wood, and cut Dick.
Why you always want to cut your dick?
Wait, you want to cut Dick? You want to cut Richard?
Well, if I'm gonna get Cam Johnson, he's a
Richard Cranium.
better version of Grady Dick already. He's developed. I don't have to worry
you
about
go.
the development issues.
Yeah, you don't care about developing his dick.
I'm gonna go Johnson.
Yeah, I went from a Dick to Johnson.
Dick
It's
Wood.
way better.
All right, we're off the rails again.
Yeah,
That's fun though. Those are good, Mitch. I like those.
Yeah, it makes you think a little bit. Maybe next time next week I'll find one of those. You get like $14, and then you have to budget your starting lineup.
Oh yeah, those are good. Yeah, pick one from each row.
Yeah.
Those are always fun.
I do those all the time. I did a couple today when I was out. Like, well, I love those.
they're always a good can. Always when you're on the can, those are always good ones.
Okay.
Who's
Yeah.
Victor?
Wembanyama?
Yeah.
Jack Wemby.
I mean,
and
come
then-
on.
I love Wemby. I do, but all
So
those
I
hype
just
is crazy.
Googled jerseys with names on the back,
Oh God.
and
You wanna
Wake Forest
start-
has one, Good and Fortune. There's one from I think it's Michigan, Gross and Butt. Bush and Shavers. Short,
Oh no.
white. Oh, here's one. Short, white, and Cox.
I'll exchange the Cox for a Dick.
Oh, here's a good one.
God.
A guy with a jersey that has 90, it says problems 99, and his wife's has ain't one.
Nice.
I like that one. That one's clever.
Relationship goals right there.
Yep. There's a couple of those problems and ain't one. That's good. Coke and head.
Cokehead.
The Mitch Cokehead.
There you go.
Rick James.
Wait, did you
The Rick
guys ever
James
watch-
special.
Did you guys ever watch the show Nancy Classified? Coconut Head?
Classy Philly fans here. One says Romo sucks and one says Eli blows. And the numbers are 6 and 9.
The Philly special. Philly.
Is there a jersey on there that says tiny balls?
There's a Laker one with Kelly and Clarkson.
That's creative.
I mean, creative, but
Kelly Clarkson. Not as good as the other ones.
No.
no.
That's about it.
All right.
Shut up, Collinsworth. I like that jersey.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you do.
It says shut up on top of Collinsworth.
All right. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here because we're just gonna
right.
talk about this for like
Always wrap it up, folks. If you're going to stick your dick in someone's Johnson with the Wood and a Johnson, make sure you wrap it up. That's advice from the Hardcore Sports Network and the Pick and Roll podcast. Wrap up your dick.
And there goes Randy.
We lost Randy.
And we're back.
He went to go wrap up his dick. All right, Mitch. Take it away.
All right. So guys, I have a podcast premiering at 8:00. It's me and Mark Farzetta. We talk Sixers, so that'll be at 8:00 tonight. And yeah, guys, thank you for coming on again. It was fun. I need to get Carlos to put his channel on here so I can put your stuff on your channel.
He's useless.
He really is.
It took me a week or two to try to figure it out and get it done.
Yeah, people forget that you need to log out.
Yes, that's the one thing I was missing.
It's like, yeah, I got this, I got this.
like, I
I'm
knew I
wait,
did it
I'm not
before.
there.
I was like, what did I-
All
Oh,
right.
good, man.
So you guys got anything to say before we close it out?
At the end of the day, no, I'm just good.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm used to doing that at the end of my podcast. At the end of the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wrestle.
Last segment on all my podcasts is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, the Mariners and the Rangers suck. And their fan base sucks, and their city suck.
At the end of the day, the Cowboys fans need to get off Twitter.
Sports fans suck in the offseason because they don't have nothing from active to talk about, so they start making up really dumb stuff.
Yeah.
To try to make it news. That's what sports fans do. Just like we're doing today with this podcast when basketball is not really going on. Slam ball, summer league, in-season tournament. Yay!
All right. Let's actually pick who's going to win it. Let's actually pick.
In-season, probably the most unlikely team. Indiana Pacers. There you go. I don't know. Just pick one out of the sky.
Thunder.
I'm going to go
the Thunder win. There you go.
I'm going to go with the Rockets.
Hey! I mean, people were saying if the Sixers still had Doc Rivers for that tournament, he'll go all out. And then when it comes to the playoffs, we just do nothing.
Hey, at least you got a trophy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The nothing trophy.
Cowboys right now.
The in-season champion trophy.
With that being said, guys, we'll see you all next week. Sixers alert, 8 o'clock on my channel. Catch you all later. Peace.